Hello and welcome to this next tutorial in our top-down shooter game. So today we're going to start off by making a score variable. So to do that we go over to the variables block over here and we're going to click on make a variable and we're going to name this one score and click on OK. Now we've got it, we need to make sure that when we start the game, so when green flag clicked, we need to make sure our variable is at 0. So we're going to set the variable score to be 0. So that means now whenever we start the game, it goes to 0. Fantastic. Now when we shoot a zombie, we obviously want to get a point. So we can do that again by just going to the variables block over here, and we're going to change the variable score. So make sure you click on score by 1 every time we shoot one of the zombies. So let's have a look. So boom, there you have it. So now we can actually get a score for playing the game, which is great. Now we've got that unlocks a lot more possibilities. So we can make levels in our game dependent on whatever score we've got. So we can make it increasingly difficult. And that's what we're going to look at doing now. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this block out, because what we're going to do is we're going to make it increasingly difficult depending on your score. So to do that, we're going to need an if statement. So we're going to come down here and take one of those, and we're going to need what's called an operator. So over here, so we're going to start off by saying if the score is less than, say, 20, we only want the zombies coming in from one side. So I'm just going to pull that one apart there and scroll that one in over to here. There we go. So the final piece of the puzzle we need is if the score, there we go, put that in there. So if the score is less than 20, this is go to X240, so they're just going to come from the right hand of the screen to start with. Now the next thing obviously we want to do is make it so that if we get more than 40, we're going to get more zombies coming in. So to do that we're going to use another if. So we're now going to say if the score is greater than 19, so when the score flips over to 20. So we're going to go to operators again, and we're going to choose the greater than sign this time. And we need our score variable again, like so. And we're just going to change that down to 20. So if our score's greater than 20, well, we still want this block, because we still want them coming in from the right. So I'll just duplicate that. So I'm going to pop that one in there, but now we want them coming in from the left as well. So we're going to just pick out another piece of code to do that as well. So let's grab this one, pop that in there, and we'll set that one to -240. So now they're going to come in from the right hand and the left hand of the screen once we get more than 20. Let's see that one going. So here they come. And just get a few more zombies. Right, so we're on 20 now, so what we should see in a couple of seconds, they'll start coming in from the right again, as you can see, and here they come from the left. So now we've made it more difficult once we've got more than 20 points, and you can now see them coming at me from all sides. Fantastic. So we can basically now just repeat this logic and use another if statement to take it a little bit further. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull that block of code out, duplicate it, because I'm going to use that in a minute. Pop that one back in there. I'm going to grab another if block down here, pop that in there, and this time I'm going to say that if the score is greater than 30, we're going to get them coming in from all directions. So let's go to 30 and grab our variable again. So this is just kind of repeating the same logic now. Once you got the hang of this, you'll be able to, completely modify this to however you want it to be. And I now want them to come from the top and the bottom as well. So I'm going to go and grab this code too. So now we've got all of our bases covered. They're going to come in from the left, the right, the top and the bottom once we get more than 30. So to begin with, just coming in from the right, pretty straightforward. And where's actually Huan coming from? He shouldn't be here yet. There we go. Had a random zombie there, just surprise us from the right. But as you can see, it's now all coming in from the correct side. And now they'll start triggering in from the left. So I'll keep the score going so we don't have to wait too long to see the next waves as well. So here they come properly now from the left. And they'll now keep generating, making it a little bit more difficult for us. And then with a couple more shots, there we go, we should now see them starting to spawn from the top and the bottom as well in just a moment. There you go, there was one from the top popping in, and here they come from the bottom as well. So this is a nice way of sort of ramping up the difficulty of your game, as your score increases. There we go. So there we go. So that is how we can now get a score in, and depending on what we're scoring, we can, make the game progressively more difficult, which makes it more interesting. Now, another thing we can do, of course, if we want to make this harder still, at the moment we're waiting here between 1 and 2 seconds to, regenerate them. We could also change this to a lower level. So we could say, for example, 0.5 to 1 second, and we could do the same down here, and that will basically mean that we're generating more zombies in a quicker amount of time, which again will make the game more interesting and more playable, as we are now making it more difficult again. Okay, thanks for watching, and next time we'll have a look at making a start and end screen, because obviously if you get munched on, you want to have some health. So we'll make a health variable, and then when it gets below 0, we'll want to end the game, and then we'll want a start screen there to replay if we so wish. Thanks for listening, and catch you next time. Bye for now.